MJ,
I'm Spider-Man.
What?
Tom Holland is one of the most famous actors on the planet right now, thanks to his role as Peter Parker in Spider-Man films. In today's video, we're going to look at how much he earned by playing the superhero in Marvel films. Welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. Captain America, Civil War, $250,000.
On the roof!
Holland first played Spider-Man after landing a short role in 2016's Captain America: Civil War. It was the first time that fans were introduced to the actor after the studio decided to replace Andrew Garfield, who previously played Peter Parker in the franchise. Captain America: Civil War is by name and in tone a Captain America film, but it operates on an Avengers scale, with an ensemble cast of characters. And the maybe not-so-secret star of the show is a brand new Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland. On YouTube, the trailer in which Holland made his Spider-Man debut has been viewed nearly 10 million times more than the film's world premiere trailer, released nearly 4 months prior. Fans are excited about Spider-Man coming into the fold, and Disney and Sony Pictures should be too. Marvel, before being engulfed by Disney, sold Sony the film rights to Spider-Man for $7 million. The character made his silver screen debut with Tobey Maguire behind the mask in 2002, and has earned the studio nearly $4 billion in box office receipts since then. But it's been a slow decline at the box office as storylines, a reboot, and the overall direction caused the character to lose a bit of his luster to fans. Not to mention Marvel's unforeseen film success and the hold it's grabbed on the superhero film genre under Disney. Last year, Disney and Sony entered into an unusual agreement to, in a sense, share the rights to Marvel's popular and profitable web-slinging character. The deal didn't cost the studios a dime, but Marvel can now use Spider-Man to bolster its film universe, and Sony gets a boost from the Marvel-Disney brand and creative vision when it launches standalone Spider-Man films, the first of which, Spider-Man: Homecoming, is slated for a 2017 release. Holland, who graduated from Brit School for Performing Arts and Technology in London, started his acting career in 2008's Billy Elliot, the musical. Then, at 14, he landed in his feature film, The Impossible, 2012. But, of course, his breakthrough was as the superhero Spider-Man.
What's up, guys? Forget your PIN number?
Whoa, you're the Avengers!
On June 23, 2015, Holland was announced as the new teenage Peter Parker / Spider-Man, and in his own words, his life was flipped upside down. He signed a 6-picture deal with Marvel Studios, with his first appearance as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Spider-Man in Captain America: Civil War in 2016. Directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, the film was a commercial success, grossing over $1.1 billion worldwide and received positive reviews, including praise for the performances, action sequences, and themes. It became the highest-grossing film of 2016, and the 12th highest-grossing film of all time when this video was made. For his stint in the film, Holland earned $250,000, and considering that his role in the movie was relatively short, we'd say he made a substantial amount for what could have been no more than a day's worth of work. Spider-Man: Homecoming, $500,000.
Just don't do anything stupid.
I got this.
All right?
Yeah.
Directed by John Watts, Spider-Man: Homecoming is a 2017 American superhero film. The film was a critical and commercial success, earning $117 million in the box office in just its first weekend, before going on to gross over $800 million worldwide. For his performance, Holland earned a Guinness Book of World Records record title, as the youngest actor to play a title role in the MCU. It is estimated that Holland was paid around $500,000 to appear in the film, which was a significant increase from his first big paycheck from Marvel Studios, but trust and believe that those numbers were only going to increase moving forward. It should also be noted that Homecoming made almost $900 million at the box office, so casting directors didn't have to worry about whether or not fans were feeling the new Spider-Man, because ticket sales were stronger than they were for its predecessor, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which had only made $708 million worldwide. Before filming commenced for his first major project for Marvel, Holland revealed that the studio had sent him to an American school for a few days to acquire the mannerism and accent of students, which subsequently helped him channel the character of Peter Parker. No word on whether the 3-day school runs were included in his $500,000 salary, but considering that it was done in preparation for his role in one of the biggest Marvel flicks, fans would have been furious if Holland was portraying his character with a British accent. So it's fair to assume his salary included the early morning calls at an American school. Some reports claim he also earned a contractual bonus after the film's performance at the box office, which would have increased his pay to $1.5 million.
What the?
Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers, Endgame, $6 million. The third piece of Marvel's The Avengers franchise was split into 2 movies. Avengers, Infinity War was released in 2018. Avengers, Endgame, was released in 2019. Both films were directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Avengers, Infinity War received praise for the acting, visual effects, action sequences, and emotional weight, but was criticized for relying on previous MCU films for its story. Was the 4th film and the first superhero film to gross over $2 billion worldwide, breaking numerous box office records, and becoming the highest-grossing film of 2018 and the 4th highest-grossing film of all time both worldwide and in the United States and Canada. The film's visual effects were nominated at the 91st Academy Awards. Avengers, Endgame received praise for its direction, acting, musical score, action sequences, visual effects, and emotional weight, with critics lauding its culmination of the 22-film story. The film grossed $2.798 billion worldwide, surpassing Infinity War's entire theatrical run in just 11 days and breaking numerous box office records, including becoming the highest-grossing film of all time, which it held from July 2019 until March 2021. The film received numerous awards and nominations, including a nomination for Best Visual Effects at the 92nd Academy Awards. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Holland made $3 million each for Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers, Endgame, which paid him $6 million in total for both movies. While the salary seems like a lot, it was nothing compared to what his MCU co-stars made for the movies. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, and Scarlett Johansson, who plays Black Widow, made $15 million each for Avengers, Infinity War and another $15 million for Avengers, Endgame. The other 2 original Avengers actors, Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, and Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk, were likely also paid the same salary. The last original Avengers actor, Robert Downey Jr., who plays Iron Man, was paid $50 million for each Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers, Endgame, according to The Hollywood Reporter, though some reports claim that he made $200 million for each movie, which would have paid him $400 million in total. Since their premieres, both Avengers, Infinity War and Avengers, Endgame has made more than $2 billion at the box office, so it's possible Downey Jr. could have been 9 figures for both movies. Spider-Man, Far From Home, between $4 to $5 million.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Directed by John Watts again, the 2019 American superhero film received positive reviews with praise for its humor, action sequences, visual effects, and the performances of Holland and Gyllenhaal. It grossed over $1.1 billion worldwide, making it the first Spider-Man film to pass the billion-dollar mark, Sony Pictures' highest-grossing film ever, the 4th highest-grossing film of 2019, and became the 24th highest-grossing film of all time. Spider-Man, Far From Home isn't just another adventure featuring everyone's favorite web-slinger. It also marks the end of Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As such, it plays a pivotal role in linking the past decade of films with what comes next. For Spider-Man, Far From Home, Holland is estimated to have earned an impressive $4 to $5 million, which was another big pay rise for the talented British actor. With all this money coming in, it's no surprise how Holland's net worth has already skyrocketed to $18 million, and one thing that's for sure is that those numbers are only going to increase judging by the endless Marvel projects he's already got in the pipeline. Before we continue, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Spider-Man: No Way Home, between $4 to $20 million estimated earnings. Directed by John Watts once more, Holland's next film is the 2021 teenage superhero Spider-Man: No Way Home. Absolutely crushed at the box office. At this rate, Spider-Man: No Way Home will be the first pandemic-era movie to cross $1 billion worldwide. The financial success Holland has achieved for being Spider-Man has yet to end, since he is expected to receive a hefty paycheck for Spider-Man: No Way Home. According to the latest reports, Holland has asked for 4 times the amount for his comeback to the Marvel Cinematic Universe than his previous remuneration for the last few flicks. According to We Got This Covered, the amount is said to be $20 million. If we take into consideration how enormous Spider-Man: No Way Home is becoming, along with Tom Holland asking for a pay hike, it is obvious that the actor will be taking home probably his highest salary as the Spidey superhero ever. Having become the youngest charming actor on the roster since his introduction to Marvel Universe, the company made him stay for 5 flicks in total, 3 of which were standalone movies. He earned big as the solo flicks brought him $5 million each. Following his pay hike to re-enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe, his income from the movie is $20 million. It isn't clear if the amount is for each film he does or an all-over deal. But in both cases, this is a sizable pay hike for an actor of his age and experience. Ahead of No Way Home's release, there was much debate over whether it would be the end for Holland's Peter Parker. Holland was open about how No Way Home was the last movie he was contracted for, and much of the early buzz positioned the film as the end of an era. However, just before the movie premiered, Spider-Man producer Amy Pascal suggested there is already another trilogy centered on Holland's web-slinger in the works. Now, post No Way Home, Holland's future is a bit clearer. On the day of the movie's premiere, Marvel boss Kevin Feige confirmed Spider-Man 4 is in very early development, and based on the No Way Home ending, it's clear Holland will be sticking around for at least a while longer. Spider-Man 4 doesn't have any kind of release window just yet, but Holland could have a busy few years between that and his upcoming Fred Astaire biopic. As Spider-Man: No Way Home has shown, Holland is the star of the moment, and that could soon be reflected in his salary. In a recent story from Variety analyzing Holland's potential as a major marquee star, sources familiar with salary negotiations in Hollywood gave an idea of what figures the actor could begin earning from this point forward. Before he was cast as Spider-Man, he would have earned under $1 million for movie roles. Now, Holland could earn $2 million to $5 million for independent movies and $5 million to $10 million for traditional studio fare. That would include Sony's Spider-Man 4, which would likely bring a sizable paycheck to Holland just by virtue of being a superhero movie. In a relatively short span of time, Holland has become one of Hollywood's most intriguing young actors. He earned household recognition when he was cast as the MCU's Spider-Man, but with recent movies like Cherry and The Devil All the Time, he has shown he has no interest in tying himself to the comic book world forever. In fact, Holland has even indicated he's searching for a natural endpoint to his Spider-Man arc. Spider-Man 4 will serve as a sort of fresh slate for his iteration of the character, but it could also function as the beginning of the end. Spider-Man: No Way Home has found near unprecedented box office success, even amid the coronavirus pandemic, and while much of that can be attributed to the popularity of its title character, it could also be because of Holland's rising star. A $10 million salary for Spider-Man 4 would be impressive, and also a testament to all he has brought to the franchise. Holland's star power will be tested with his next non-MCU projects, including Sony's own Uncharted, but in the case of Spidey, he remains a valuable asset that should be compensated as such. What did you think about this video? Do you think Tom Holland is a good actor, or is he just good at playing Spider-Man? Did you like superheroes movies? Are you excited about the next Spider-Man movie? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a like and check out more on the True Luxury channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.